Hello everyone, welcome to your class X Physics. I hope you all will be fine and have completed your homework. Now let's begin our class.
Students, in our previous video we have discussed force as push and pull and force as stretch and squeeze. Now today in this video we are going to discuss about effects of a force. So what are the effects when a force is applied to a body that we are going to discuss in this video. When a force is applied on a body, it can have the following effects. So the first one is a force can move a body originally at rest. Means if a body is originally at rest, by applying a force we can move the body. So you can see here, when a force is applied on a body originally at rest, means a body which is originally at rest, if we apply force on that body, it begins to move. For example, a ball lying on a ground, suppose a ball is lying on a ground and if you kick the ball, what will happen? Means you are applying the force, then because of that force a ball begins to move. A car originally at rest when pushed begins to move. A grass roller when pulled begins to move. A ball lying on the ground moves when it is kicked. Understood? So by applying a force we can move a body which is originally at rest. So this is the first effect of force. Second one is a force can stop a moving body. Means by applying force we can stop a moving body. When a force is applied on a moving body in a direction opposite to the direction of motion of the body, it can be made to stop. Means if you apply the force in the direction opposite to the direction of motion of the body, then we are able to stop that body which is moving. For example, a moving bicycle, bus or train is stopped by applying the brakes. Means by applying brakes we are able to stop a moving bicycle, bus or train. The brakes acts against the direction of motion of the bicycle, bus or train. Thus the brakes provide the stopping force, because with the help of brakes we are applying the force on the moving bicycle, bus or train in the opposite direction to the direction of motion of all these any of these vehicle. So we are able to stop the moving bicycle, bus or train. A moving cricket ball is stopped by the fielder when he catches it by applying a force in the direction opposite to the direction of motion of the ball. Suppose this ball is coming to the fielder, what will happen? This fielder will, what he will do? He will raise his hand and he will apply the force in the direction opposite to the direction of motion of the ball, and because of that force he is able to stop the ball and catches it. Understood? Third one is a force can make a moving body to move faster. Means if we apply force on a body which is already moving, the speed of the body will increase. When a force is applied on a moving body in the direction in which it is moving, the body begins to move faster. Means if we apply force in the same direction in which the body is already moving, the body will move faster. For example, the speed of a bicycle increases when more force is applied on the pedal of the cycle by the cyclist. A swing moves faster when a boy gives a push to it in the same direction in which it is already moving. You can see here this swing is moving in this direction. If the boy from the behind applies a force in the same direction in which the swing is moving, so the swing will move faster. Okay. Now fourth one is a force can slow down a moving body. Means by applying force we can slow down the speed of a moving body. When a force is applied on a moving body in a direction opposite to the direction of motion of the body slows down or stops. Means if we apply force on a moving body in a direction opposite to the direction of motion of the body, okay, the body will slow down or stops. For example, the speed of a moving vehicle is slowed down by applying brakes. The brakes provide a force in a direction opposite to the direction of motion of the uh, the moving vehicle, and therefore the vehicle will stop. First it will slow down and ultimately it will stop. Uh, a swing can be slowed down if a boy, instead of pushing it, pulls the swing in the opposite direction. Means if the boy, instead of pushing it, pulls the swing in the opposite direction to the direction of motion of the swing. Means the swing is moving in this direction from left to right, but if the boy pulls the swing in the opposite direction, the swing will slow down or it will stop. Okay. So the fourth effect is a force can slow down a moving body if the force is applied on the body is in the opposite direction to the direction of motion of the body. Okay. Now fifth one is a force can change the direction of a moving body. Means by applying force we can change the direction of a moving body. If a force is applied on a moving body in a direction opposite to the direction of motion, means in the other than its direction of motion, the direction of motion of the body changes. Means if a ball, suppose a player kicks a moving football to change its direction of motion. Means suppose you are standing here and ball comes towards you. What you will do? If you will kick the ball will again moves in some other direction in which you kick the ball. So you can change the direction of a ball by kicking it. A player kicks a moving football to change its direction of motion. A player applies force with a hockey stick to change the direction of motion of the ball. Similarly, in tennis and badminton, the direction of motion of a ball or a cock is changed by hitting it in the opposite direction. You can see in the picture, this ball is coming towards a boy, but as soon as a boy kicks the ball, its direction will be changed. Okay, so this is the fifth effect of force, that a force can change the direction of a motion of a moving body. Understood? Now sixth one is a force can change the shape or size of a body. Means by applying force on any object, we can change the shape or size of a body. But the condition is, means that body should not be allowed to move. Means when a force is applied on a body which is not allowed to move, it gets deformed. Means its shape and size of the body changes. Okay. For example, on squeezing a piece of rubber, its shape changes. You can see here a piece of rubber. So by applying force on this rubber, its shape changes. On stretching a rubber string, its length increases. Suppose this is a rubber band, and if we apply force on both the ends of this rubber string and we apply the force, when we apply the force on this rubber string, its length changes. Means the length of this spring changes by applying force. Okay. If one end of a spring is tied to a hook, you can see here the one end of a spring is tied to a hook and the other end is pulled down by suspending a weight, and you can see here a weight is suspended on this spring, and when this weight is suspended on this spring, its length increases. Okay, so because of this weight, the force acts in downward direction, and because of this weight, the spring gets deformed, means its length increases. Understood? You can see here, do you know? The increase in length of the spring in figure 3.11 is directly proportional to the weight of the body suspended from it. Means in this figure you can see here the spring, its length increases when weight is suspended on this spring, and the increase in length means how much increase will be there in this spring. It depends on the weight of the body suspended from it, and it is directly proportional to the weight. Directly proportional means when the weight, more the weight suspended on this spring, more will be the increase in length. Okay. On this principle, a spring balance works, which is used for the measurement of the weight of a body. Means if more weight is suspended on this spring, the increase in length will be more. but and if less weight is suspended on this spring, the increase in length will be small. Okay, there will be small increase in length. Now from the above discussion, we can define force as follows. A force is that cause which changes the state of a body, either the state of rest or the state of motion or the direction of motion, or we can say that the force changes the size or shape of the body. Okay, so all of you understood what is force and what are the effects of force. Now what you have to do in homework, you have to read this lesson up till here. Up to here you have to read the lesson, and further explanation we will continue in our next video. Okay, thank you.